Hello friend, my name is Sabrina Barella. I am a mortgage loan officer with Military HomeSpot Lending. And today what I want to do is just go over details about the VA loan, especially for those who are first-time home buyers and know little to nothing about the VA home loan. So I'm going to treat this video as if we were on a phone call and you tell me it's my first time, I've never gone through the pre-approval process, I've never owned a home. Give me the information, Sabrina. And so that's how we're going to handle this, okay? So, VA loan. In my opinion, one of the most amazing home loans out there that you're going to find. It is for military, active duty, veterans who have anything other than a dishonorable discharge. So honorable, and often even with an other than honorable and stuff like that. If you have the length of service and character requirements, you can get a VA loan as well. Surviving spouses, if you're in the reserve or guard, after 6 years typically, and certain requirements that have to be met, but then you can also qualify. Just absolutely amazing loan. So I think some of the highlights or the things that you're often going to see first is that there's no down payment. So what that means is there are two sets of costs that the majority of homeowners out there are typically going to be responsible for when buying a home. So you've got a down payment, which is a percentage of the sales contract that you're having to come in out of pocket, plus you have your closing costs, which are the third-party costs that cannot be wrapped into the loan. Now, I have another video out there to explain closing costs and even the difference between closing costs and down payment. So if you want more information on that, please check out that other video. Now, no down payment means literally that they will finance 100% of the home or of the sales contract up to the appraised value. So 100% up to the appraised value. And what that means is if the sales contract for the home is $500,000, then the loan is going to be $500,000. Now, the only fees that would be assessed on there is the VA funding fee, if applicable to you. Now, where you will not, or where those who would be exempt from the VA funding fee would be if you have a VA disability rating of 10% or higher. So 10% or higher disability rating, you have no funding fee. So again, in this scenario where your home contract is $500,000, your loan is just going to be $500,000. Now, if you don't have a disability rating, that's perfectly fine too, but then you will get the VA funding fee added on or financed into your loan. So for your very first time, since we were saying it's our first time, 2.15% is going to get added on to the sales contract price. If in subsequent loans, so I have a feeling this likely, this is going to be your first home, but not your last. Let it be an investment property down the road, whatever it ends up being, you move into bigger and better as years go on. Secondary and subsequent homes or VA loans that are used, because you can use it over and over again. The second time and on would be a 3.3% funding fee that would get assessed, unless, of course, you've filed, you've got benefits at that point, you've got a rating of 10% or higher, then you would be exempt again. So that's the funding fee, that's what gets added on. Okay, so no down payment. The other thing, no mortgage insurance. Oh my gosh, you guys. So on a conventional or FHA loan, you have to, it's a requirement that unless you put 20% down payment, okay, so 20% of the coming in out of pocket, anything less than that, which the standard for FHA is, you can come in at 3.5%. At conventional, you can come in as low as 5%. So you can come in with a much lower down payment. However, then those people in those other loans, you would have to pay mortgage insurance, which is a mandatory cost that gets added into your payment. And what that means too, it's going to reduce, it's going to eat from your debt to income ratio. It's going to mean a lower qualifying amount. So VA covers that with you, because the VA is not directly lending you the funds, but the VA is backing the loans or guaranteeing the loans, which basically takes the place of that mortgage insurance. No mortgage insurance. Very awesome. No down payment. So awesome. Okay, now let's talk about other things. Big things. Again, closing costs, I covered another video, so please check that out. That is something crucial you need to know about. You as the buyer are responsible for having a plan to cover your closing costs. So watch that other video, please. Make sure you know about that. Credit. I've done another video on credit too, you guys, but basically with credit, no minimum credit score for a VA loan, 12-month on-time payment rule is the big thing around credit. So what that's saying is the big thing, and again, check out the other video for more in-depth details about credit. However, what we're really looking at is the last 12 months of your payment history. So we don't want to see any late payments within the last year. We don't want to see any accounts that have been newly sent to collections or charged off within that last year. And we want to see positive history. So we want to see accounts that you have had for a year longer that you are making on-time payments on. So that's that piece. What else would we want to know? Gosh, so much good stuff with this loan, you guys. Oh my gosh. What to expect when it comes to finding a realtor. Your first step, of course, you always want to get pre-approved first. Start with getting pre-approved. Start with knowing that you're ready, that you are qualified, you can go out. Once you have that, you have a friend, your sister, your brother, whoever, your best friend's best friend, whatever it is. I guess that would be you. But anyhow, you know what I mean. If you already know somebody that's a realtor, you've already connected with somebody, great. You have a great relationship with them. Super important. I think just like interviewing a doctor, it's okay to interview realtors. See who you jive with, and because you guys are going to get close during this process. And then once you have your realtor, we're going to partner up. Okay. So it's going to go from me as the lender, the loan officer, and you as the client. And if your spouse, maybe there's 3 of us, but we're going to then add this 4th person or this 3rd person or 4th person into our team who is the realtor. So finding the realtor, super important. We definitely, if we're doing a VA loan, we want a realtor who has done VA loans before. There are minimum property requirements. There are certain rules when it comes to VA loans that they are going to need to know. Of course, I can help them if they are new, but always better and the easiest for you as the buyer if they have experience. And if you do not have one, if you don't know anybody personally, then we also have a realtor network across the country. We can connect you with somebody. We do actually offer a 0.5% lender credit towards your closing costs if you use someone from our network too. So another perk. Yeah, those are the big things, you guys. But yeah, and I mean, it's super easy. The pre-approval process is simple. So you're going to fill out an application. We can email you a link and you can do it online, or you can schedule an appointment with me and we can do it together over the phone. Whatever you prefer. Either way, it's probably not going to take more than 10 to 15 minutes, just depending on, your income history, your, whatever, however, readily available you have the information that you need. So we can do that together. And once we know that your credit is good, we will always start with a soft pull of credit. But once we do that, once we know credit is good, we'll request documents from you that are documents that are going to verify all the information on the application. And once we have that, I literally can have a pre-approval for you, typically within no more than 2 to 3 business days. Sometimes it can be in less than 24 hours. So we move quick. I'm not about to make you wait around. You mean business, we mean business. But more than anything, I really just want to come alongside you, be your battle buddy in this adventure, because it is an adventure, you guys. It is a journey, but boy, is it worth it. So again, my name is Sabrina. I hope this has been helpful. If you have other comments, other questions, if you have a video that you'd like me to expand more on, please either leave a comment on the video or reach out to me. My contact information, as well as that instant pre-qualifier link that you can fill out online to initially get an idea of how much you would qualify for. Simple, easy, no hard credit check required for the pre-qualification. That can be the first step as well. So check it out in the comments, you guys. Please like the video, share it with friends. We are licensed in 42 states across the country. So I would love to connect. I would love to answer your questions, you guys. So have a great day, and I really hope that we can have a conversation soon.